Hey there, Ulti Zeta here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Astro. But in the last episode, we did several stages, and in this episode, we're gonna do more. We're gonna fight question mark, question mark, question mark. Let's go. I don't remember this fight in the slightest. I don't know what to expect. I don't remember watching any of it, which could mean that I just never saw it, or it means that it just was very not memorable. I don't know. We'll find out together, you and I, the humble viewer. Alright, we're frog boxing again. I'm really suspicious about this bit of the level, but whatever. We're froxing. So, the main reason why I'm slightly suspicious is because there was 2 guys in this stage, rather than just one. It's not like there's puzzle pieces or anything, but like, why would there be 2 guys? I guess I should try to remember, what's the bonus stage for this one? Because I remember because there's 4 bonus stages from what I... No, 5. There's 5 bonus stages from what I remember, this thing. And I remember the PlayStation 1 one was Ape Escape. And I remember the PlayStation 3 and 4 ones. Wacko Taco! But I don't remember the PlayStation 2 one, which is assumably what this is gonna be. So I'm trying to think, like... Because last time for Ape Escape we got... I think it counted as Little Spike and the Ape as things that we unlocked from that. Bonk. Yeah, I don't think I watched this boss fight. I must not have been part of the stream at that point that I was watching too. So that's fun, pretty funny. Ouch. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I guess I just misaimed. Why do you sound like a dinosaur? Oh, do I have to... Yes. That makes sense. There we go. I aimed properly this time. Haha. It's sort of like a gooper bloopery thing, where it's like, grab his tentacles and then smash him in the face, you know? It's not quite the same, but I guess that's just kind of the vibe of fighting Octopi. What do these giant animals have against Astro? Oh no, he's Moses! I see. land is safe, I just didn't know that that was going to be a thing at all. I don't feel cheated, I just feel surprised. Okay, I see what I gotta do. So what do these giant animals have to do with against Astrobot, though? And why are they working with, like, the green evil dude as well? These are the important questions. Bye! So does taco just mean, like, octopus? It must, because, like, I also know there's an indie game called Save Me, Mr. Taco, and you play as an octopus in that. Oh. That makes sense, I guess, but it also feels very weird to me. Because when I think of God of War, I think of the PlayStation 4 as well. Even if it did technically originate on the PlayStation 2. Especially because, like, I'm pretty certain that this other guy, who I only know as Boy, I know he has a name, but I know Kratos calls him Boy because there were memes about it. It's not like I ever played God of War. So I'm just kind of like, huh. This feels like it's just gonna be another PlayStation 4 thing. I guess, because, like, when I associate... There's a couple things I associate with the PlayStation 2. There's obviously Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. Then there's the Grand Theft Auto games that came out around that time, which I think is 3... and... I don't know the exact order of Grand Theft Auto games, but I know there is, like, there's Vice City and San Andreas, and I don't know which one is which. Then on PlayStation 2, I also associate that with, you know, Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, which are definitely Sony properties that could have absolutely been major things. What else came out on PlayStation 2? I mean, I guess I also associate it with Guitar Hero, but that's kind of not the same thing. So I don't know. It's not like God of War is inaccurate. I guess the vibe that I wish this had is that it... Because, like, I don't know God of War that much, but I do know this feels way more based on the recent God of Wars rather than the originals. So, without knowing too much about God of War, that's, like, my kind of vibe. It's like, I think it would be kind of nice. Also, how come I don't get your cool scar, huh? Oh well. I'm now fake Kratos. Okay, I can throw it and pull it back. Gotcha. I guess other things I associate with the PlayStation 2 are all the games I was talking about in the previous episode that were Final Fantasy and stuff, Square Enix, so, like, I don't think they'd be able to make an entire stage based around Kingdom Hearts, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna know absolutely nothing from this. I am not a God of War person, so... yeah. I am going to not understand a single person. I'm gonna be doing a tiny bit more exploration before I'm like, oh yeah, I missed stuff. Clearly, obviously, I missed stuff. Well, there's a path back you can keep going. I'm assuming that's the way to go. Okay. I think this also hits a little less hard for me, because, like, again, I don't know God of War, so, like, seeing Astrobot, like, do all this referential stuff for it, it's like, I don't really know how accurate any of this is. It's just like, yeah, I'm playing with an axe now. But I think the other strength of Astrobot in its gameplay is that, like, I don't necessarily need to know this stuff, although I think this is a funny reference, because even I'm aware of, like, the narrow crevice that you have to go through to do things, you know? Okay, that is the first person. The narrow crevice is, like, a silly, like, loading screen mask. I've seen the Twitter GIFs. I understand what this is a joke about. It's quite funny. Even if that's not a genre game that I'm experienced with. There's a big turtle over there. Okay. But yeah, like what I was saying, like, the gameplay of all of this is still very Astrobot. It's just Astrobot with an extra gimmick on top, which is why I think it also works. Because, like, I'm enjoying this, I'm having fun. Which is why, even in a stage like this, it's like, it feels less like this is like, I have to understand the reference to understand anything that's going on. And more so like, it's more like a gimmick stage than anything else. There's plenty of other gimmick stages. This poor turtle. I don't know. There's plenty of other gimmick stages to the point where I'm like, yeah, this works. It makes less sense in terms of, like, the context, but, like, I still get that this is a gimmick stage, and I can enjoy playing it. None of the references hit any for me, but, like, I think that's kind of what shows that Astrobot isn't just references, the fact that, like, I can enjoy this without knowing the reference. Anyways, whew. I blew into a horn, and there's a giant snake now. I wonder if I would actually like God of War. I don't know if I would care for, like, the more recent ones, necessarily, but I do wonder about the originals on the PS2 and PS3. Because, like, they're, like, beat-em-ups, right? Hack and slashes, Sonic Unleashed Werehog stuff, you know? And I did like the Werehog when I played Sonic Unleashed. Oh my god, all those years ago. It feels like I just did Unleashed, but that was 2017. That was so long ago. So, I don't know, maybe there is... I also really do like Greek mythology stuff. Big thing... Can destroy pillars! Aha! So, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try at some point, but there's so many other games that I'm way more invested in. So I'm not, like... I would not place any bets on it happening anytime soon. I don't even own any of the games, let alone... So it's like... Yeah, I would not expect there to be any God of War on my channel for quite a long time, if ever. This might be all you get, but... I don't know. Feathers. That's a floating green head thing. Smartest man alive? Okay. Sure. I guess. I don't know why any of this is a thing. All I know is I have an ice axe. Which I'm pretty certain... Okay, this could be very wrong, but Okay, interesting. I've been hitting these green birds. I have a feeling that's an achievement. But I wonder if that means that I'm missing a bird, the way they were organized like that. I'm not really gonna care too much. I mean, I have been getting money, though. But, like, if I don't find a bird, I'm not gonna be, like, immensely upset, you know? I'll mostly just lament the lost money, more than anything. Bong. Oh! Throwing the axe kills my jump. Good to know. Okay. This music makes me think of Pirates of the Caribbean. Specifically, like, the theme of, like, the Black Pearl. You know? I may just think that, though, because Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite movies. I'm not always watching too many movies, but I do really quite like that one. Not like I don't watch movies, it's just like... Well, I guess I don't watch a ton of movies, though, is the thing. But that's a movie I like, so that's what I'm sticking to. How do I magically boomerang this thing around? Oh, you had a spike up. That's a little annoying. I'll kill you all from a distance this time. Problem solved. Hello, buckaroo. Dwarven blacksmith. Sure. I died, so I don't think this counted. I want my money. Yay! I've got so many monies right now. I'm missing a check thing. Check thing? Check thing? Check thing? Puzzle piece. Check thing? Check thing. Well, here we go. There's the check thing. Gotcha. That's how that's done. Understandable. Ow. Okay. Yeah, this isn't the last guy, and it's probably going to be at the end of all of this. That's clever. I hadn't considered being able to use one of those guys for the platform before. What's gonna be in this? A guy. Okay, so I guess there isn't like a boss to the end of this, or at least you don't get a bot for it like you do in Ape Escape. Another one of these. Cool. I'm learning my lesson with those. Quite important. Well, that's just me. I have not found any other birds. I guess I can see why they would be considered an achievement, because I don't really see why else the birds would be like that. Giant pig. Yeah. Nidhogg. Okay. Sure. Looks like it's just wearing like a helmet. Hiya! I was gonna say something about how, like, I think the Ice Axe, don't quote me on this, but I feel like the only time I remember, I've glanced at other things in God of War. I don't know. But, like, I feel like I remember an Ice Axe only really being in the most recent one, God of War Ragnarok or whatever. But again, I could just be completely making that up. I think that does impact why it feels like it's so much more like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 God of War rather than PlayStation 2 God of War. I mean, didn't Kratos not even have a beard in the PlayStation 2 God of Wars? I feel like that's a recent addition. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. We've got a chainsaw arm. We've got to unfreeze this thing. Sometimes the movements of these sections can feel very weird. I don't think this is how you make computers. But maybe it is. What do I know? I'm not Robot Arms. I don't think we cut that many things. Don't fall in love with me. I can't reciprocate. I am merely hands. Okay. Sometimes you just press buttons and it works. Okay. We got this one. Oh! Hang on a sec. I might need to see the next two, but I think these things that we've been getting are based on the worlds from Astro's Playroom. Because I feel like I remember seeing that black thing with red lines like that, you know? I feel like I remember seeing that in Astro's Playroom. I think that was the PlayStation 2 level. And if there's 4 of them, that would make sense. Another thing is crashing. And it's that way. Okay, well, I'll handle that in a mo. No invisibility for you. I'm gonna go back this way, because I've got 100. That means I can do this stuff over here that I didn't get to do before. So I'm going to take care of it before I forget. I didn't do this one yet. This just feels a little unnecessary. We already needed 50 to get into here, so why do we need 20 more to be able to just... It just feels like a bit of an unnecessary check. Hello, Okami Amaterasu. I say that name of the game first. I mean, I guess it happens with some other characters too, like Minecraft Steve. So it's not, like, unheard of, it's just kind of like... I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to do here. What's going on? Okay. It wasn't letting me do anything until everybody was here. Puzzle piece. Yay. Okay, I think that's everything that was left over here. All y'all can just hang out there, I guess. Yeah, I think I got everything else on this portion of the map. So let's see what's over this way now. 60. I've got 60. Swing-a-ling. I feel like it would be nice for some of these things if they had like a... Once you do this whole thing one time... Hello, monkey. Once you do something one time, then it, like, unlocks a shortcut so that you don't have to do that whole rigmarole every time you come back. But, oh well. I got 100. Hi, Jack. How you doing? It's funny when we, like, call these characters by, like, the character name, even though these are not the characters. They're basically glorified Mii costumes. They're all Astrobots. Cat. Okay. Cat. What is Cat from? Real life? Who is doing what? Oh. Okay, so that gets me to where I'm trying to go. What does 50 do? Egg. Huh? Glowing white dog? What is that supposed to be? I'm just more flabbergasted about that one. Okay, you're just a regular bot. Oh, we can unflip the turtle! We can correct our mistakes from God of War. Come on, everybody. Put your backs into it. We saved the turtle! Ah, we got 2 things, so that means that's unlocked. And that gives us outfits! If we want to be looking like something else. I mean, it's gonna cost me 80. I've got 80. Eventually. I realized that I was probably supposed to push in the empty spot. Astro is worth 3 Astro others. Astro-based Astros. I don't know. What do you call the other Astros? Because they're... am I just the Astrobot of Astrobots? Robotic sucker gets under your skin. Mosquito? The only... I know there's a Mosquito game that's like from the 90s, but I thought it was an N64 game. I could just be making that up though. I think it's just called Mr. Mosquito. Maybe that's a different Mosquito game? I don't know, I feel like I remember hearing about... Maybe I'm just confusing with Buck Bumble or something. With the N64 part. Who knows? Regardless, they're gonna open that cage. I'm gonna get this money in the meantime. Ooh, Ray. We got more bots. I think that's everything around here, so let's just get these guys to lift these shells then. Yeah, I don't know. After Unravel, I'm trying to, like, mentally trying to get myself to, like, not complain about some certain design things, because I'm, like, just accepting things as they are, because, like, I'm not gonna necessarily know better than everybody else who worked on this game. They make decisions for a reason. So, like, even a bit like that, that's just, like, adding a little bit of time to, like, the game itself doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, you know? It just means that there's a little bit of extra, like, stuff going on, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. That doesn't necessarily mean things are immune from criticism, but it's like, I'm trying to be a little less automatically like, why would they do that? Like, what are the advantages of the way they do things? It feels a little more, like, naturalistic, I guess. It's like, you are dealing with a group of creatures. It's kind of like Pikmin, to that extent. Where it's like, the original Pikmin had a lot more goofs and gags to trying to wrangle all your guys in particular ways, you know? So... And I always like that about the original Pikmin. So it's like, to dislike something similar here, just on the principle, it feels a little wrong. Alright, let's check out these things that we unlocked. I can now look like Ratchet. I'm gonna stick with this one. If I had the Digital Deluxe version, I'd be able to play as other things here. But I don't have anything else unlocked, so I guess I'll unlock those later. They might actually be gacha things to unlock, actually, now that I think about it. My controller is now black. Cool. Alright, let's go gacha gambling. I've got 4,000 gold, which I think is, like, 40 pulls. 41 pulls. We got bowling pins, sure. And we get Vib Ribbon. Yay! And we get pink. And we get Chrome. And we get Intelligent Cube. Playing his head, I guess. And we get Random Guy's Bicycle. And we got Alucard's Coffin. You know what other franchise I'm surprised never made it into this game, as far as I know? Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not like he was never on the PlayStation is the thing. Skelly outfit. I can be a skeleton astrobot. Origami bird. Sure. I don't know what that's for. Oh, we got Daxter! We found him. We freed him. And now we can have an orange controller. And you're painting a dog. Okay. Backpack. Oh, are you the Last of Us girl? You might be Last of Us girl. Ellie? Don't quote me on that. I know the Last of Us guy is called Joel. We got a microphone for Parappa. And yeah, he's just boy as far as I know. Red. I thought that was a sock at first. Nope, this is for Bloodborne Man. Book and candles for Headman. Sure. Monkey! I think this is for Eco Girl? I think you're Eco Girl. I don't know why you have a stone couch, but sure. Kratos has a campfire. What's on your back? I don't know. I don't even know who you are. You got a whole bunch of keys. Trying to get into the love door. Sure. Purple. Orange. Melon. Oh, you're Eco Man. I don't know why you have a watermelon, but maybe that's just a sign that I should play the game eventually. Net. Why are you having that? I thought that was gonna be for Spike. Monkey! Oh, I know this. This is for Katamari, Prince of the Cosmos. Alright, that's for Leon Kennedy. What's the girl with the keys? Was that Claire Redfield? It might have been. I think she wears those kind of colors. Why do you look... You look familiar. Who the hell are you? I think you are actually a robot. Who the hell are you? Where do you come from? After school armband? Who the hell are you and why would I recognize you? I'm just gonna assume it's a Persona thing. I feel like that's the only franchise I would, like, be able to recognize vaguely, but still have absolutely no idea who it actually is. Oh. This is Symphony Unite Richter. Evil and possessed by Dracula. The cat has a robot drone. No idea what that's from. I can be a red panda for some reason. I think that was one of the Devil May Cry characters, maybe? Alright, last one. I can be gold! Yay. Hooray, gotcha. It's not real gotcha because you get everything, you know. There's no real duplicates, you just sometimes get cans, so you spend money for nothing. But I think the amount of coins you need to spend will always be exactly the same. Alright. Well, with that... Well, we did get some other things, so let's at least see what other things we can actually choose from now. So we just got a bunch of regular, basic colors. Honestly, I kind of like the purple and blue. I'm gonna go with that. Doesn't quite go with Astrobot's blue, though, so let's see what colors we can make Astrobot. So we can kill Astrobot, we can make Astro invisible? Oh, that's kind of creepy. What if I make him gold? Yeah, sure, I guess. I'll stand out a little bit, I suppose. I don't think I'm gonna keep it for too long, but I'll play as it for right now, so... Yep, alright. Next time on Let's Play Astrobot, we're gonna go to World 3. See you then!